My powers have doubled. Hello there.
General! We would be honored if you would join us.
In today's new very short canon Anakin comic, we go to the timeline of the Clone Wars just before Episode 3, where Anakin is faced with the difficult decision by Admiral Yularen, who proposes to detonate a separatist camp that still has civilians, the Qui-Gon, inside. He tells Anakin that there's no way of saving them without giving more time to the separatist defenses, which would result in casualties lost to their men, the clones. Speaking to Obi-Wan during dinner, Anakin becomes frustrated that there's no humane way to deal with this. It's either lose clone trooper lives or lose the lives of the Qui-Gon people still working in the facility. There has to be a better way to approach this. Isn't that the whole reason the Jedi are a part of this war? To help save lives? Then he says something quite ironic, expressing to Obi-Wan that if he's learned anything from his master by being his Padawan, it's that slaughtering people like this is just wrong. So, disgruntled Anakin flies to Kudo 3's droid factory and tells R2 to stay in the ship, reroute coordinates for a way out of there in case anything gets really messy real quick. As he walks through the halls, sensing something, suffering, he moves to the main room, seeing dozens of slaves working about, shackled in chains. Those aren't workers, they're slaves. Remembering Watto and his mother, he jumps down to slice up all the droids holding them hostage, killing them. Now, what I want to point out here is the massive parallel in this scene and between the movie. It's the exact same shot angle from Revenge of the Sith with the younglings, however this time, it's while Anakin is still good as he saves slaves, instead of slaughtering them. See, when it's Padme who's not in danger, Anakin is the good guy, but when his wife is at the risk of supposed death, he'll do anything to fix it, even killing kids and turning to the dark side. Freeing the slaves, he tells them to grab the blasters of the dead droids and to fight, only this time, for their freedom. Back at base, him, Obi-Wan, and the Admiral Yularen discuss that it was all a trap set by the Separatists to frame the Republic and the Jedi, to make it look like they blew up a camp full of droids and civilians, making them seem like monsters and swaying any neutral party in the way of the side of the Separatists. As Anakin wonders which side the Yularen will now take, Obi-Wan tells him that that's a job for politicians to worry about. So in conclusion, we can see how good Anakin was, and how ultimately opposite his persona was as Darth Vader in relation to Skywalker. However, that was his destiny from the very beginning, to turn to the dark side in the name of good, and that's a video I'd like to cover in full later on. How he justified turning into Darth Vader, as there are some important facts at the bottom of each comic from George Lucas. Anyways, thanks for watching, and let me know what you guys think about Anakin's pivotal turn. I'll see you all in the next episode of Star Wars Theory. Until then, remember,
The Force will be with you, always.